Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the J Rock Show here from the SimWorld TV studios in the great state of Texas. Happy Friday, August 15th. We are approaching closer and closer to the start of the SimWorld U season. The schedule's now out. We have the opening showcase at the end of September, so be on the lookout for that. But this is no longer a solo episode, or this is not a solo episode, I should say. It was supposed to be Kenyon Young, but I moved quickly, and here to join me today is the North Carolina freshman Trevon Patrick. Been trying to have him on for a little bit, so as soon as things fell through, Trevon was my first call, and Trevon, thank you for taking the time to join me. How are you adjusting to life on campus?
Hey, thank you for having me, Jason. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
I really do appreciate it. I'm a big fan of this show, by the way. I'm gonna
I
just get that out the way.
thank you. I know you were a big fan of the show, and that's what your representation told me. So I'm really happy to have you on for that reason. And with that said,
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
it's been a wild 3 weeks. I've had so many cancellations and so many players not show up and there's been a question of with dedication. If you can't show up for an interview, how are teams going to trust you? How are SWBA teams going to trust you? So I respect I respect your dedication and you for still showing up.
Oh
That's
yeah, for sure, man. Anytime, anytime.
yeah. That was a message I just kind of wanted to let the people know about before we got started on this episode, but it's a simple interview. You all know the drill. Done it so many times before, but Trevon, you are from Atlanta. So the first question I gotta have for you is, being in that city, are you a big fan of that rap scene down there?
Yes, I am very much influenced. Yeah, I actually know a lot of celebrities. Actually, they've been tapping in with me.
Which of those Atlanta rappers, whose music do you listen to most, and
I'm
which of them
I'm
do you have good relationships with?
I'm listening to a lot of like Lil Baby, Future, Two Chains, Quavo, those guys. And actually, Quavo and Two Chains, I've been running with them a lot, and they've been real supportive of me ever since I was on the ATLians. So I just appreciate them even, giving me, the time and working with me, just talking to me, giving me game and stuff like that on the side. I appreciate them for real because I really look up to them, being
Yeah,
from the city and everything. So
yeah,
they real influence to me.
that's good. And I know Two Chains is on the taller side. I'm just
Yeah,
quickly
he
fact.
is.
He's 6'5". Guy's
Yeah, he's
huge.
huge.
Like I know Quavo's a good athlete too. He played prep football when he was in high
Yeah,
school.
he was nice at basketball too though.
I didn't know he had a basketball background. I remember hearing that he was getting
He
football
didn't really
offers.
like. Yeah, he like was about to start. Then he started rapping, but like he could hoop a little bit. I think people knew he could hoop a little bit.
Interesting. And I never really knew that. So
Oh, that's crazy.
see, the more you know. This is why we like. That's why I like to have players on. But kind of shifting gears a little bit, how did you end up at North Carolina? You had a How many offers did you have for?
I think I had like I it was like 13, I think.
Yeah, so how did you end up at North Carolina, and what stood out about them during that recruiting process?
I actually I'm gonna tell you the truth. I took the offer because I was looking at it as an opportunity, and being that like the prestige of the school, and being that they haven't really won the title in a minute, I want to kind of like go to a school that's a powerhouse, but like somewhere I can cement my name. Like I can win there, and then like they'll remember my win because they haven't won in a while. You know what I'm saying? I want to go change the program. I wanted to
Yeah,
go build. I'm basically trying to build a Power Five back up.
yeah, I get that, and North Carolina, if they offer, it's hard to say no to. It's a lot of
Yeah,
guys
I,
are
yeah,
Dukies. A lot of guys like Kentucky.
But I actually been a big fan of them since I was a kid though. I like Georgia. I'm not gonna lie. I like Georgia as a kid, but like I don't know. I'm a big fan of Michael Jordan. I'm not gonna lie. So it kind of swayed me here too a little bit, being that they sponsored by Jordan and he being a big influence. And then he played here. All the history he got here, and then just learning behind that greatness that he left behind, trying to chase that. It's just like I'm trying to see myself chase them numbers. I can do it.
Yeah. You got him, you got Vince Carter, you have James Worthy, a lot of
Yeah,
star
we got a
power to come
lot of
through the
talent came
program.
through.
Like, and then you even have some more recent guys like Justin Jackson and even Bam
Yeah, he
Wallace on the more recent
he
side.
was actually, yeah,
Nasir
they some
Little.
buckets.
Sorry, what did you say, Trevon?
I said, yeah, yeah, those guys some buckets.
Yeah. I remember Nasir Little coming out of prep. He was like a top 5 recruit, goes to UNC. I thought he was going to be a dog in the SWBA and just never really became that.
Yeah.
He was a guy that was getting
You know,
projected
sometimes
Zion.
yeah, sometimes, sometimes the pressure be too much sometimes. But even though he did well for the underdog story, he still made it.
Yeah. And you mentioned pressure. You're playing at a blue blood program now. You're playing at one of the most historic programs in SimWorld U history. How are you adjusting to the pressure of being a North Carolina Tar Heel?
I like it. That's why I came here. I knew this was gonna be like this. I expected this. Even though we not I mean we ranked pretty high. I respect that. I think we should be higher, but the work we've been putting in, it'll show. But this school, we have so much potential that a lot of people not seeing. And I see everything. All the talking everybody been doing. I've been paying attention. I just been working.
Yeah.
So everybody gonna see.
Yeah. And my follow up to that question is are there any schools that you wished offer that you would have wanted to offer you that didn't?
Uh, Not really. I appreciate all the schools that sent me the offer that I did get. I don't really because I didn't go into it with a specific school to. I kind of did. I wouldn't say I was waiting on North Carolina, but I kind of was. That kind of, if you want to put it like that.
Yeah. Did you ever consider going to Georgia to pair up with Orion and Royce and or was it
That
always
wa-
UNC for you?
that would have been that. Georgia was always second. I'm not gonna lie. It was between Georgia and USC. They were they had my heart, but being that Georgia Georgia is in the SEC, but they don't it's a lot of guys over there already. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I didn't want to go over there and mess up what they got going on over there.
Yeah.
I just rather go do my own thing.
Yeah. And I respect that. The pipeline from AT aliens to Georgia is so clear, but there's you who's
Yeah.
going to UNC and not everyone's doing it. Like even Joey's going to South Carolina, so
Yeah. Yeah. That's my guy.
yeah, yeah. I'm we're gonna get into that. I definitely want to ask you about those matchups later, but
Yeah.
yeah, I heard that you're living with Marco Jacobs this year. Can you let me know if that's true?
Yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah. What's that experience been like for you? Top 5 recruit, McDonald's All American. How's your
I'm not gonna
relationship?
lie. That's my guy. He actually was when I visited here. When I visited North Carolina, he was actually here. Like he walked me through the campus and stuff. I knew he was gonna be my roommate before I got here.
Really?
And we actually really close. Like we've been hanging out a lot. Like we've been working out a lot this summer. A lot of private workouts. We've been bonding a lot. We've been going bowling and stuff with the team. But me and him, we real close though. I'm not gonna lie.
That's good. I had Juan Vizale and Jackson Sutton. I had Juan Vizale on the show a couple weeks ago, and he was telling me that him and Jackson Sutton go to Waffle House together all the time. Do you? What are the spots that you and Marco are frequenting together?
How we be going to like Applebee's or like Longhorn. You know, you familiar with Longhorn?
I love Longhorn Steakhouse, of course.
Yeah, that we tend to go there a lot. We've been trying to stay out of there though.
Yeah, smart. I'm more of a Texas Roadhouse guy myself, but
Oh man. Oh man. I don't blame you though. They good too.
Texas Roadhouse is better solely for the rolls, but
Yeah, they bread amazing. I ain't gonna lie. That bread is amazing.
it's less so the bread and more so the butter that comes with it, but
The honey, what you get? The honey butter?
cinnamon butter.
Oh, I gotta try that.
This interview's making me hungry, but
Hey, but now we also go to this little local wing spot out there too. I'm a big wing guy. Wing and fries. That's
ooh.
my go-to.
What's your choice of wing sauce, Trevon?
I get honey hot, lemon pepper.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
You getting like six of
Amazing.
each or something?
I probably get like 10, 15. Gotta eat.
My, yeah, that's I don't do spice. I'm too white for that, but but what like you kind of brought up wings and all the spots you're hitting, but is any of this like your off season cheat meal or is this just like
Yeah,
late night
yeah.
eats?
'Cause yeah, it's more of like, yeah, when we got cheat days, we'll slide to these little spots because we got meal prep. So we get fed breakfast, lunch, and dinner by the team chef that we have. He is amazing, by the way. I appreciate him for everything he do for us. He make the most amazing meals.
Are you a chef like that or
Not really. I don't really cook.
I get it. Like, hey, it's your first time living from home. You're 18. You're a college freshman by the time you're like in your first or like second or third year at UNC, depending on how your trajectory goes.
Yeah.
You'll pick more up by then.
Oh, yeah, yeah, for sure. I like. You know what? I will speak on that later.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll speak on that.
yeah. And I want to like we mentioned Bam and Nasir Little, Justin Jackson. Like, what are your relationships like with all of these North Carolina alumni? Have any of them reached out to you and offered to kind of mentor you through the process of adjusting to college life and the college game?
I actually, well, some of them were at some of the summer workouts. They were like telling us stuff that they went through and stuff like that. The alum is pretty great here actually with coming back. They were actually coming back to work out in the summer with us, so they were actually helping us out a little bit. And like on a personal level, none of them have like really reached out to me yet. Cause I don't really like I'm not much of a talker. If I would say I'm learning to get more vocal now.
Yeah,
I'm starting to get more vocal. But yeah, it's like yeah, they just like if they're around, I'm gonna soak the game up like a sponge. Always.
yeah,
I'm a great listener.
yeah. I've started to see you get more vocal. If I'm asking you questions, you're always answering them, and your peeps at Legacy Group have been reaching out that you've wanted to talk to me. So I'm seeing that
Definitely.
like you come out of your shell a little bit. It's nice to see.
Yeah. I'm getting way better actually. This off season been great.
That's all it takes. It takes 3 months in college, and Feel like you're on top of the world. I know the feeling.
Yes, it's amazing.
But Trevant, I also want to ask you. We all know that you have the reputation as being that elite defender, but who's the toughest player you've ever had to defend?
What I have to say? Hmm. What's I forget his name.
If you describe
Trey
him,
Hyman?
ooh,
What's his
Trey.
name? Trey Hyman?
Trey
I
Hyman,
think he's
like this, the big man, not Sean.
no, it wasn't Trey Hyman. No, not Trey Hyman. It might have been Kai.
Kai Killens.
Yeah, it might have been Kai.
That is the most popular answer I've gotten. Everybody says Kai Killens. What makes Kai so difficult to defend?
I'm not gonna lie. He could just like I ain't and I'm being non-biased. I like me, trust me, but he's a bucket. Like he can do everything. Like that's one player I respect his game for sure. I'm not gonna lie.
You ready to face off with him in Alabama, assuming you guys are gonna
Oh
face off
yeah,
at some
I'm.
point this season?
I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm always ready to compete. I'm never backing down from nothing. I, names, none of that. Don't. I'm scared of none of that. I don't see none of that on the court.
I respect that. And with UNC coming off of that first round exit in Hoopsteria, they have not reached the national championship since that miraculous 2022 run.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys kind of hope to recapture that championship DNA in this locker room?
We all got an understanding during the summer. Like we had a little lock in. We all got the understanding. We all here for one goal to win. That's why we here. We didn't come here to play no games. We didn't come here to make no friends. We all got that understanding down, and we all got each other for sure.
You're prepared to leave college with more enemies than friends?
If that's what it takes, then it's basketball at the end of the day. We all trying to get to the SWBA. We all trying to get to one place.
Yep.
So I'm a cool guy, but don't poke the bear.
So is it kind of a mentality of off the court we can be boys, but as soon as that open and tip hits, nothing
Yeah, I
on the
don't know
court's
you.
personal. I'm just here to kill.
Yeah, I don't know you. I'm sorry. It's nothing personal. Cause I'm gonna show you the utmost respect after the game. You gonna act like we gonna act like nothing just happened on the court. That after game handshake, you gonna feel a total different experience.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I can't take what happens on the court personally, right?
Yeah, we here for one thing. What we both trying to do, win.
All right, that's good to know. I also want to know like what's your pregame ritual, whether it's like pregame meal, pregame like song you got to listen to. Like what do you have to do to get into the zone before a game?
All right. I'm gonna tell you. This is what I do before the game. I go and eat my meal from the chef. I'm listening to. I got a playlist. It's mostly like the rappers I told you in the beginning, like a lot of Lil Baby, a lot of like Gunna. I listen to a lot of underground artists too. A lot of people not familiar with. I don't know if I can say their names or whatever. But yeah. And then I just have my tunes playing. I eat me some fruit, and then I gotta pray. I gotta pray at least 3 times before the game start. I gotta pray when I get up, before I eat, and after.
Interesting,
Right before the
interesting.
game. I gotta pray right before the game.
Can you so on that topic, can you just let me know a little bit about the role of your faith in your basketball career?
My faith? Like, where do I believe I can go with my
No, it's like
basketball
I'm talking
career?
about like you just mentioned you pray, so I was just talking about like religious faith.
Oh yeah, I I believe God put me here for a reason. I wouldn't have had the offers I had, and the reputation that I had coming out of high school. I think I deserved everything I had, and it's all part of God's plan.
That's well said. That's very well said. I So back to faith. So whether regardless of what happens next, you're still gonna think it's in God's plan, whether your basketball career gets to the SWBA or not.
Can you say that one more time?
Regardless of the result in at UNC at this next level, still part of God's plan. You
Oh
disposed to be
yeah,
here.
definitely, definitely.
Hmm. Good to know. And when you're in that film room, what players are you watching the most tape of, and who's been the biggest inspiration throughout your career? Players, not players.
I'm gonna say this. I'm a big, I'm a big like the guys that I compete with on a daily basis, like Benjamin Alexander and Joey Justins and Omari Tooney. Those guys, like those are dogs to me. Like I'm ready to play them more than anything because I know they're gonna compete.
Yeah. Hey, based off what I've heard today, you seem like a real competitor. All the conversations I've had with you, but any guys you're watching in the pros where you're trying to like emulate aspects of their games?
Even though I'm not like I'm still working on my scoring, and when I feel like I'm gonna get to that, I'm gonna get to my bag to be able to say this. But I really look up to like Kevin Durant. That's like my GOAT. And I also like who can I say? I like Luca. I would say Luca too.
That's never a bad choice. Kevin Durant's such a unicorn for what he is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my favorite player ever.
Who do you credit, like besides your teammates? Who do you credit most for what you've accomplished in your basketball career?
I would just say like all my coaches, I appreciate them like the most. Like Coach Woods, he was a great coach for me. Like he was a that was like my first mentor. Coach Marcus, he was like my mentor. He was like a great role model for me. He like never lied to me. He kept it straight up with me all the time. And he always told me if I needed anything, no matter what. And I'm glad he got his new position too. Hey coach, I see you.
Yeah,
Good
I
job.
I think a college job could be in his future. What do you think about that?
Yes. That is a great hey man, that is a great coach. Yeah, I really learned a lot from him.
Hmm. That's good to hear. I hear nothing but great things about Coach Wood, and I have think two more questions for you. And what's something that most people wouldn't know about you, where like you didn't tell them or they looked at you, they would be surprised by this fact?
Ah, hmm. I'm like I'm like a really great gamer.
What do you play?
I'm a, I play a lot of like I play like Battlefield, play a lot of Call of Duty, like Warzone. I play 2K, NCAA. I play a little bit of everything. I'm pretty good at it too, actually.
So, have you ever thought about going like the Twitch streaming route as like a hobby? Is that your main like non basketball hobby?
Yeah, I actually been talking about starting that up actually. Well, I'm not gonna say anything, but a Twitch streamer actually reached out to me. Yeah. He's actually a goat. He don't really like show his face a lot, but he give a lot of game behind the scene.
That'd be cool to see like another aspect of your skill.
Yeah, that'd be nice. He told me I should like get on there and stream some workouts and me gaming stuff like little stuff like that sometime.
Yeah. And my final question for you, Trevon, before I let you go, I know you're a busy guy. I know you got a lot going on. Is what teams, what players are you most excited to face off with this season in SimWorld U? You can say in conference, you can say out of conference. Just what are like the three you're most excited for?
I'm definitely ready to play against Georgia. Definitely. I'm ready to play against my guys. I'm ready to play against Alabama. I'm definitely ready to go against South Carolina too. I say them. Um, who else? I'm actually excited to play Duke. Actually, I
Oh yeah,
think
first rivalry game, of course.
I think that's gonna be a statement game. I think I'm gonna wake a lot of people up that game. I think a
Ooh.
lot of people like. I think I'm gonna get to show like what I can really do.
And
And
yeah.
I don't know if we actually play San Diego State. I actually don't know yet. But if we do, I would love to play them too. That would be a
With
great
Ben
game.
Alexander.
Yeah, I want to play against my guy.
That's those are some good answers. I'm not surprised. You're gonna have some good jersey swaps after those games, and
Yeah,
yeah,
I can't wait.
yeah. Lastly, but certainly not least, what's your message to the rest of the ACC this season?
All I'm gonna say, we not coming to. We not coming to. I'm gonna say it again. We here for one thing. We here to win. We not here to make no friends. So, hey, take it how you wanna. You know, we coming. That's all I'm gonna leave it at that. We coming.
Okay, that's a pretty strong statement from Mr. Trevon Patrick. Thank you for taking the time to join me today, Trevon. It's been great having you here. You're always welcome to return to the show during the season. I'm always happy to have you back as long as you'd be willing.
Hey, all you gotta do is just hit me up. I'm here, man. You know, you can hit me personally. I got you.
Yeah.
You don't even have to go through no agents. Just hit me personally. I got you.
Yes. But that's going to do it for this episode. Javon was a great guest. Next week, I'm hoping to get Benjamin Alexander, but stay tuned. I think I'm going to do a surprise guest this week. You're just going to, if you want to find out who's going to be on, you're just going to have to watch it. Have a great rest of your
Yeah.
weekend, folks. Remember, SimWorld, the only place you can see the game, be the game.